Howdy, you'll never believe it, but it's Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. On the last episode, we completed the Dark Palace, and we saved our little friend, Gully. So now the little guy is finally safe, and safe to be a 7 Sage. So now he can chill out in the 7 Sage realm with some other people that he might know? I don't know. I don't know how much Gully gets around, like, with going to, like, visit, like, the Zora Queen or the witches. Or, I mean, Osvala lives in town, but that's not so important. What is important is we also completed the Octoball Derby, which I was very worried about. I was worried that the Octo would, despite me being the batter, walk over, take the bat out of my hand, smash my kneecaps in, and then throw a baseball at my head until I was dead. But luckily, we just happened to do it on our second try. And we got a Helter prize. But, you know, the more important thing there was that we helped Gully. I'm still so terribly worried about my little Gully Lonk the Third. Okay, so 7 Sage. You'll never believe it, but there's 7 of them. Well, no, that makes complete sense that there'd be 7 Sages. Be weird if... What did you say? Oh, that's good. I'm so relieved. But he can't come back yet. Well, that's all right, so long as he's fine. I can't let him see me like this, that I almost lost all. But of course I knew he'd come back. I'll make him his favorite dessert. I'll have something so yummy waiting for him that he'll know everything's okay. So, yep, we were able to finally put Blacksmith's Wife, her name, I guess. I mean, it's a title, but, you know, I won't leave that point alone. They should have just given the characters some names. It's strange. Yeah, we were able to help her out, you know, put her mind at ease. And, of course, the next person in this line who needs to be put at ease would, of course, be Craftsman. What? You saved little Gully? Maybe the missus will smile again and the master will go back to being, well, quiet. Like he is now. That's just how I like it, but don't go blabbing that, okay? Yeah, we all love when our boss shuts the fuck up for a bit, but you wouldn't want to go blabbing that to them. And also, I'd never thought about this before, but, you know, this dude mentions the missus, and then I was like, well, who the hell, like, even could be the missus? There's not, like, a lot of people in, like, the world writ large, like... There's Rupee Rush Girl, there's Cuckoo Girl, there's this Cuckoo Girl, there's Young Woman. I don't remember if this lady had a name, but I think... Yeah, because that's a shop, that's B-Guy, that's a shop... Oh yeah, there's also this shopkeeper, but she has a husband, so unless she has 2 husbands, which, I mean, hey, power to her. I mean, one of her husbands... If she used to have 2 husbands, she probably only has 1 now, like... This guy isn't, like, dead or anything, but, you know, it doesn't seem like that relationship might be going on for much longer if I had to guess. Hey, just where have you been, Lonk the Third? Huh? You found my little guy? You rescued Gully? So where did you find him? I got you. Dark Palace. Yeah, it sounds like where they'd put my boy. That poor guy. Well, as long as he's safe and sound, I can finally breathe easy. I can't tell you how much... never mind. Just thanks. I'm real proud of how you're shaping up here, Lonk the Third. All right, then. Sorry about that, Lonk the Third. That sword is my masterpiece. That blade couldn't get any sharper. No way, no how. Well, maybe if there was someone better at this than me, but I'm the best blacksmith in the world, and there is no such thing as a link between worlds, I'll tell you what. So that's that. Okay, well, that's a shame. Our sword can't get any better. We just found 2 pieces of master ore. Just for shits and giggles. It was like, oh yeah, you know, sometimes they put extras of, like, collectibles in the game, so you don't have to get every single collectible in the game. You know, surely it's something like that, and not anything else. Hey, what's up, old man? I knew there weren't going to be any signs, but I was just hoping that, like, just because I can't activate Street Pass, like, I you know, we set up an account with him, like, you understand. We try to do the thing, and a Dark Link will appear every 5 hours. We'll talk about that if you have Street Pass activated. So I was like, just holding out hope that I did something wrong last time, and that during, like, my practice playthrough, and that maybe maybe be different. What was I about to do? Oh, I was about to do is very important. You know, are we ever going to use this scoot fruit? Probably not. Whoops, wrong button. I did, however, you know, if I need to fill up my inventory, it's important. I don't know what I'll do if my inventory was, you know, it was looking a little naked without, you know, that 1 fruit. Like, sure, we have 2 empty spots, but, you know, It's better than 3 empty spots. I mean, that's just literally true. Like, so I don't know why we're having this argument. Please don't be mad at me. I needed it. Okay, so that cracks down there. So this works out. Because I was thinking like, oh, we have those 2 Maiamais that I marked on the map. Is this yeah, it's the right way. Because we need to go up to the blacksmith so we can collect that Maiamai up there. So, you know, we can take these pins out of the thing and it will all be good. And, you know, it's like, hey, wait, there is a blacksmith here in this different world. That's strange. What a funny thing to happen that we needed to come back here for a reason. And maybe, you know, maybe. That's the end of that thought. Also, it just dawned on me that, like, Mother Maiamai, let's get rid of this pen, actually. Let's drag it back. Mother Maiamai has so many damn babies, and she lost every single one of them. I feel really bad for her. But, you know, you lost literally every single of your babies. You couldn't keep an eye on one of them. What happened, Mother Maiamai? I need the lore. I do not remember Low Rule Blacksmith voice. Hey, you there, kid. That sword you got there, kid. Let me see it for a second. I think he was more sad, and this is more just monotone, but it's whatever. It's fine. Let me take a look at... This is a really fine sword. Excellent craftsmanship. Just excellent. Whoever made this was very skilled. Not as skilled as I am, of course. Wow. I mean, I am the top blacksmith in the world, you know. I would perhaps even say in all the worlds. All 2 of them, if I had to guess. But whoever did this might just be the second best. Ah, this is getting my blood running. Hey, boy, follow me. That was a really dramatic standing up animation. They had that like anticipation of like before the to get up. I don't know why, but that animation. I don't know why that animation impressed me. It was just the anticipation got to me. I don't know why. We just saw the other dude. I thought he had a white beard, and I don't know why I'm saying this red beard, even though like red beard isn't like outlandish or anything. You know, people have red hair and beards, but I don't know why. Just like his outfit got to me. I don't know why. Wow, I haven't seen the master fired up like this for a while. Was that it? Yep, just talking about the fire. What about you? I remember your voice because I accidentally just gave you the blacksmith's voice because I was not paying attention. What is this sudden mood change? He's really worked up. You wouldn't know anything about this, would you? I might. Here I am. I finally found some motivation, and we don't got any of that master ore. Without that, I can't power up your sword. No huh? Whoa. Whoa. Look at what you've got. Just look at it. With that master ore, I can strengthen your sword. How about it? Yeah. Oi, come now. Let's get to tempering this guy's sword. Give me a hand. Okay, let's do it. My arms are itching to start smithing. Okay, I talk a good game, but now it's time for me to back it up. Back it up, girl, with tempering our sword. So yeah, I was joshing you. You get to power it up again with 2 more pieces of master ore. There we have her. The master sword is now at maximum strength. This is a true hero's weapon. So, the blade becomes gold. I think the red one looks cooler. This one is kind of nice, though, because, I mean, obviously it's stronger and will do more damage to enemies. It goes with our blue and yellow right now. It's a good look. I like it. Even if the red sword's cooler. What do you think? Told you I was number 1. This here's the mightiest sword there is. Perhaps even the master of them. You're going to be unstoppable now, kid. Yaha, look at it. It's a fine piece of work. A fine piece of work indeed. Yaha, you found it. And now I'm going to leave and never say anything ever again. I mean, I guess we can talk to them. We don't call him the master for nothing, It's nice to see him back in his old form. Thanks, kiddo. Ah, that was good work I did. Best one in a good long while. Thanks, kid. It means a lot to be able to work on a piece like that. Hey, strike down some monsters for me with that beauty, will you? Feel their lives end between the fingers and my blade. Yeah, no problem, dude. We're gonna kill them anyways. That expression he gets on his face once he starts smithing, it's a special look. I fell for that look, you know. Once my husband sets his mind to something, now I remember why I married him low those years ago. Y'all say low here because it's low rule? Like, I know low, it's just... It was a joke, sorry. Sorry if I've been a little crabby lately, but you've helped remind me of the good in people. Thanks, kid. It's fine. Everyone gets a little crabby now and then. I mean, you literally had several little crabs. I keep forgetting what the Maiamai's Sazay shells. I guess they're not like crabs, but you know, it's fine. They're crabs. They're a Pokemon. They're a Digimon. They're folklore. It's whatever. You know, we're doing Mother Maiamai a solid. I'm sure she will forgive me for saying, "Oh yeah, Mother Maiamai, that big crab," when she's an octopus, not a crab. I mean, just by looks, you know. We did the deep dive. It's fine. Just because my brain doesn't work doesn't mean there's a problem. Although one could say that is actually the problem itself. Also, with that, we conveniently get to 80 Maiamais, and also it's not. I just never shown it off because I didn't think about it, but you can change the color of the pens if you just wanted to, like, oh, why'd I put that pen there? Just give it a little bit of context. It's not as nice as, like, having, like, an icon or something show up to be like, oh, yes, I put a Maimai there, so I'll know, oh, if I need a Maimai, there was one I was unable to access here, or, you know, some of that bullshit. But, you know, with red, blue, yellow, like, there's not, like, how many fairies? We could use a fairy while we're over here. In fact, I could say we could use 2 fairies. You know, there's not a lot of collectibles in this game. Like, having 3 colors should probably give you enough context to be like, oh, this one's different for a reason. And we did just need 2, right? I'm not... Oh, no, I just thought of something I could do. Oh, boy. That's better. We also need to think about... Oh, I was going to say we need to think about what we're going to upgrade from Mother Maiamai now that we've hit 80. But we only have 2 items left to upgrade. The bombs and the hammer, and I'm absolutely going for the hammer, so let's actually go ahead and equip hammer, so I won't forget to use it. Also, you know, it's simple looking, but there's just something... Oh, fuck, I wanted that heart. There's something nice about just like a wooden mallet like this shape of hammer. Mwah, love it. Love a hammer. Hammer is one of my favorite, just like, weapons, because it's like, oh, it's just a fucking hammer. You're just gonna go give him a schmack on the noggin, and then... It hurts. It's simple. It's good. You know, hammers are fun. They look silly. I appreciate this. And we're actually going to... It's not going to look like that anymore, because it's... Oh, they actually went to the chorus. I wonder what has been wrong the last few times. Because unless I'm tripping, and I very well could be, but I don't think I am, the last few times we've come, the chorus hasn't been kicking in until we got our upgrade, instead of when she begins the upgrading process. So I don't know. I don't know what was up, but yes, we you'll never believe this, but with 100 babies, we are 80% of the way. I know there's some difficult math going on there on my end. You know, oof, you can see why that degree helped. Shockwave range and attack power are now doubled. Okay, cool. I was glad that it was just such a straightforward explanation of what was going. Oh, there was a item shop over here. We could have bought that scoop fruit from over here. Let's see. Yeah, so we can stun them and can I squish you? Yeah, you can still squish them whenever they're stunned. Where the hell am I going? I don't actually want to be over here, I don't think. Is there a crack down here that we can use to get into a low roll that we saw? Yeah, it's over there. Is this, you know, it's a different way into this area of low roll, assuming that there's a point I can jump off over here and I'm not just... Okay, cool. You know, because we used the entrance over... Oh, wait, actually... did we get the... I don't think I got the Maimai over here. Ugh. No, okay, here's my big plan. I know I just waffled there, but I'm going to go through this one just to mark this crack off on the thing, and we can see if there's anything special with this area or whatever. And then, you know, be good. We'll have a thing marked off on our map, even though I highly, highly doubt we're going to get all the fissures in the game, just because, you know, there's probably just some obscure one somewhere that I haven't used or whatever. You know, it happens. Where does this take us? Actually, this doesn't take us anywhere, because there's a thing, like right here. There's rock work over there, so we can't get anywhere new. So we can jump in here, but it's not like we had to come in through, Hyrule special to get to this area. Oh, there's a ferry, and we were able to hear my. Oh, it's just right there. Cool. I am just going to ignore all of this business right now because I do want to go to the right side of the. There was actually 20 rupee. I could have gone for that. That's fine. I'll get it on my way back because we're gonna be swimming around Lake Lilia a bit. I don't know. You can call it what you want. Maybe even Hilda said something about the name. I'm not 100% sure about that. I do have. Y'all see. I put the text on screen. Oh, did we get this Mai? We might have gotten this Mai. Maybe it was in high roll, not low roll. And there's just some money up here. I will of course take that. Money's never not bad to have. Oh, actually, I know this isn't gonna work, but we have our upgraded hammer. Okay, upgraded hammer. You cannot use like a bomb. I know why that I want this, but it's just, I wish that like you could use hammers in like Zelda games to like just break a wall open so you don't have to like switch the bombs and, oh, we're already good at fairies, but if we need more, we did see fairies over in the lake proper for some reason, but there's a fairy cave over here too. So if, you got your pick of the litter. I do wish I remembered if we had gotten this Mai. I don't think we did. I don't think we've been over here since then. But yeah, Hilda's dialogue is probably finished by now. From when we first entered this area, since I kind of popped in, popped out, just for a refresher about what's going on over here. Honestly, it would have been wise for me to have read that too before beginning recording. But I was gonna say I didn't remember until now, but I literally have in my notes. Add Hilda's dialogue, so I remember when I hit editing to do that. I mean, now I've spoken about it. I don't think I said anything verbally whenever we did the Dark Palace like lead-in area Hilda dialogue, but now I've talked about it at length. But I didn't think to not record it, to read it. I did think to record it. I got pictures of those. So we can come over here, and there's a big old turtle. It's the mama turtle. Oh no, I got separated from my little turtles. You have to help me look for them. You just have to. A lot of mothers losing their babies here in the world. Well, I mean, this is a different world, literally. Mama turtle, mother Mai counterpart? Question mark? I'm going to guess no, but it's another mother who has lost children, needs some help finding them. Luckily for us, though, Mama Turtle only got 3 babies, not 100 turtles to be found in this lake. Let's come over here. I don't think that's going to be the case, but that's where Mother Mai's cave was. Okay, just had to check if it would do anything. Oh, we're gonna use our hammer. Get some use out of it immediately. Is there a Mai? No Mai. There was a bomb in there, a bomb and a fairy. We're good though. We are full health. Our bottles as full as they can ever be. Oh, I did not want to run off there. I just wanted to get close. Okay, this probably as close as I'm gonna get. Yeah, I wanted to see if we could just peek to the other side, and of course, the fairies despawned by the time we get back. There's a shop here. The low ruling shops, the same way the Hylian shops all sell the 2 fruits and the shield. I think that's all they sell. All the low ruling ones sell golden bee, fairy, shield. And I don't know if this guy's mask is a reference to anything. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. So we'll just have to leave it at... Oh, well, I was going to say leave it at that, but there's a Mai here. So we will actually leave it at this stall coming to life. We have pissed it off. So I'll just leave you alone. You can come after me, but I'm going to run away and come over here. And we can find another entrance back to Hyrule. I actually don't... Well, I know where this is going to take us, literally, but I don't know what benefit or stuff this will give us. Yeah, like we can come over here. I don't hear a Mai over here. Oh, you can... Oh, yeah, fun grass angle. We could have gotten over here from Hyrule, just another way in. Is there really no stuff? This is just for, like, little... Like, haha, here's a way in to low roll, I guess. I guess that's what is happening here. And Lonk, I need you to really just run, because I did not want to have to pop out, wait for stamina, pop back in. Well, I guess I would have popped out, not had to wait for stamina. But I didn't want to go back. Oh, wow, that was a big jump. I was being lazy. That's the end of the short and long of that. Short and long, is that that's not the way you say that phrase. It doesn't matter. I was just being lazy. I was like, I can just run along and be fine. Speaking of run along, I think, yeah, it looks like there was rock work there. Can we see across? No, we can't get an eye into the swamp. Just flip this turtle back into the water. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was so stuck. I didn't know what to do. Everything was upside down. I'm sorry, buddy, but you were just literally upside down. It's as simple as that. You were upside down. You figured it out. There was no. Oh, there was a 20 rupees I could have gotten had I hopped down. That's fine. Uh-oh, well, we found another baby. I mean, we know this baby's plight. I just wasn't sure if we walked up to the baby like, ah, I, a turtle, am being attacked by Kappa, which are similar but different. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was so terrifying. I didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, I guess all you really could do is hide in your shell. You don't have the... I mean, you could nip at them, I guess, like, depending... Because turtles, I feel like most turtles, that their attack is the bite, because they got that beak to deal with things. But, I mean, those guys spit fireballs, and were a bit more agile than this turtle, so hiding would probably be, you know, the thing to do. But thank you, thank you, thank you. That wall was so sticky, it wouldn't let me go. That's an interesting one. Just, why were you stuck to the wall? Well, the wall was sticky, idiot. It's like, well, shit, asked and answered. Okay. You found all my babies. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I don't have anything I can offer you as a reward. If you need a ride somewhere, you can go ahead and hop on, though. I fucking love this thing with, like, all the turtles, like, bobbing their heads, like, slightly out of unison, but it kind of makes it like a little wiggle. It's fun. I enjoy it. And our reward is that we can now ride on the turtle stack. I love that they stack themselves up. I think it's great. Oh, wow. The 20 rupees, like, respawn. Like, obviously... Well, I guess I shouldn't say obviously, but, you know, coming off the screen and, like, respawning the 20 rupees probably isn't the best way to make money in this game. And in fact, that's something I don't really talk too much about, but making the money more valuable and, like, have more purposes in this game was, I believe, one of the Zelda conventions that they were like, oh, we're going to try and change this. By, you know, giving you a lot of things to do with the money, like the rentals, mostly the rentals, just, you know, giving money a bit more purpose than it had. And as much of it, I don't actually, I say as much, but I don't think I've said it a ton. But, you know, despite that, you know, money's still, like, we're about to hit a point where money's not going to be too useful anymore. And also, there's just an abundance of money in this game. So, you know, we're gonna... Oh, I can't get back that way. I just wanted to see where else you would swim, because if I could get up your thing, and I could... I mean, it's too far now, but... Yeah, we could have gotten, like, you know, 20... Oh, wow. Maybe this is, like, hook shot, not boomerang territory. What it actually is, you know, I'm just throwing at the wrong point. You know, I was just interested, you know, we saw 20 rupees. You can take a ride around on Mama Turtle. Have a good time, you know. I love this turtle stack. I think it's very fun. I enjoy it. It's cute. It's a good time. But now we are here where we were coming to... Wow, I was about to say where we were coming to go. That is not a sentence, and you'll never believe it. I believe we were told that this was like a fire temple or whatever. We need the ice rod to get in, so you'll never guess whose time it is to shine. Welcome to Turtle Rock. I want to say, like, Turtle Rock is one of the more, like, common Zelda, like, dungeon names, which isn't true. It's just, it appears 3 times where there's a level called Turtle Rock, but because you get stuff like, it's Fire Temple, oh, it's Earth Temple. But no, we're in Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock, you'll never believe this, was in A Link to the Past, also in Link's Awakening, which I believe would probably stem from, at one point, A Link to the Past was going to be a remake of, or not a remake, but like a portable version, essentially. I guess technically a remake of A Link to the Past. Maybe that was just something that stuck around. Like, you know, it's fun. Also, something I appreciate, we got our warps that make the good noises. So I have like 17 different things I want to say. I'm trying to like not motor mouth it. Okay, first off, Turtle Rock, shaped like a turtle. Excellent choice. Love it. It's great. Turtle Rock in A Link to the Past isn't shaped like a turtle. However, in I almost said A Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening, it is. Okay, so there's just a little point where you come over here and get fairies if you needed them. Oh, there were rupees around the outside of the entrance to the rock. I was gonna say I was like the temple, the palace. It's like, no, this is Turtle Rock. So from the beginning, we could have gone around and probably gotten like 5 rupees or something stupid. Kodongos, you know, they return. We saw them in the Dark Palace. Turtle Rock, shaped like a turtle, and I feel like in this game, it's very like more. Oh, do I not have the range to attack them? I do not have the range to attack them. I feel like we probably need to kill them. We don't have our compass yet, but why would we want to come over here? This seems kind of pointless other than to grab the fairy. Oh, they can hit each other, but they can't hurt each other. They didn't flash like that, so I don't think they took damage when they hit each other. But, you know, I'm going to assume that they didn't hurt each other and they're just, like, immune to fire, and it was more like, hey, stop that. But yeah, I feel like this level's a bit more open-ended than a lot of the dungeons, because like as you can see, you know, we're in a where's my mouse? We're in a very large like room with like little branching paths that aren't really too far of paths, like, you know, oh, that's fun, like it's shaped like a turtle and then it swim. It's funny. I mean, it's not funny, I just thought it was neat. So yes, this dungeon, we have just like a big open room. We're gonna have to do a little bit of exploring and looking around, and you know, it's just a bit different. A lot of them kind of end up being more like, you see a lot of like more, not to be rude, but linear like type gauntlets and such. Do not even mean that as like a negative, because you know it's fun that the dungeons end up feeling different. Excuse me, and having like different like kinds of, oh, excuse me, wow. Different kinds of layouts, so it just ends up being a little bit different each time, even if, you know, it's like, oh, wow, you know, like obviously this is a fire temple, a lot of stuff happening here that we haven't seen before, but also just looks like, oh, that the literal layout, we're doing like cool new things that we hadn't done previously, is fun. And also if we find some way to get a little higher, we can grab one of each of the crafting items, which isn't too terribly important, but you know, it couldn't hurt to get. So here's a new enemy. This is a Gibo. They are oh, he's too high. Can you come down here? Oh, you're up there. So Gibos are invulnerable, like whenever they're like encased in jelly. So you know, obviously you beat them by, you hit the little core whenever they're outside of the jelly. And you know, it's a video game, so of course it's gonna work this way. But as a Gibo, let's say that you are literally a Gibo. You are invulnerable until, you know, you send your like little core out to try and like get somebody. So, you know, it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't leave my core. That we can hurt ourselves. Oh, also there was a heart piece. That's also a running thing with Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock and Link to the Past, Link's Awakening has a heart piece that you get like mid, you know, dungeon, which is fun, just a fun little thing. Which I believe also means, no, not that one. We need to go to gear. Yeah, we only have 2 heart pieces left in the entire game. I never stated it outright, but there are 28 heart pieces in the game. And as you can see, we're going to have 26 of them. Can you... Yeah, work with me here. Okay, cool. So I didn't say it outright. I did say we needed the ice rod. Ice rod, you hit you hit lava with the ice, and then it hardens, and whenever it shoots out in a little pillar, you know, you can go around it. That's the game mechanics, baby. So that's it. That's the entire... No, I just blanked there for a second because I looked at my notes because I feel like I was forgetting to say something. And I did remember it because I saw the enemy name there. Because there's one new enemy, or one other new enemy. I've been killing these guys, Flammolas. I mean, we've seen like Swamola. I believe we saw a different Mola. But you know, it's just a Mola type enemy. What do you want from me? It's, you know, just like a little buggy guy. And this level gives me some trouble. It gave me trouble my first time playing it. It gave me trouble my third time playing it, because there's a little thing to this room that I personally do not think about. Like, obviously, you know, we can use game mechanic to run along wall. You know, that's the way the game works. But I always end up hitting a point where I get a little confused in the dungeon, where I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? You know, I just don't have options available to me. And that's because one of the tricks to this dungeon, and trick, air quotes, because it's like, it's not that complicated as a thing. It's just something that I personally don't think about. Killing the land mola, that's what I was thinking of. Land mola is a boss from, Link to the Past. So I was thinking of that these enemies are named after. But yes, we want to kill these guys because killing them will make stuff happen in these rooms, like, how we saw like the chest appear. Which I don't know if I'm just drawing a blank here, but I feel like having to kill all the enemies in the room to get a thing isn't like super duper common in this game. Like, I know we've done it before. It's not like, it's not rocket science. It's just killing all the enemies in the room. But it's just something that like I personally would just be like, whatever. I don't need to kill everyone. That's not my problem. But it actually might be, and it's probably just because this is such a large open room. My assumption would be that because it's a large open room, I personally don't think about it, even though it's like I probably obviously should think about it. Can I get you before you go down? Okay, cool. So yeah, I like this mechanic of hardening lava. Like, it's a video game. That's not like novel or anything. But being able to make the pillars as opposed to just the platforms, and then it's a Zelda game. I don't know why I'm doing this. It wasn't really worth it. Especially now that I have to wait because I missed. Okay, well, that's fine. I blanked. It was about killing enemies. It's wide open. This feels like, just like I personally would overlook it. I feel like, I was talking about the lava. The lava pillars. Like, it's... You get to use the game mechanic and do something unique with this idea that's like pretty, hey, this is a video game. Yeah, you can use ice to harden the lava. Of course. Why wouldn't you do that? So it's just nice. And, with that, like, it's a pretty, I'm not going to say like breezy or short or anything, but like, once you know what you're doing, like, you're not going to get like super duper turned around like I did, the first time I played this, or the third time I played this, because, there'd been time that had passed in between those two. And I'm actually not sure about how to get those monster gut stuff, because I don't think this is high enough. I think we need to go like one higher, but I didn't see anything that looked like, oh, okay, yeah. So it is just that this one is lower than that one, so it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, you can make mistakes. You can get confused. It's totally cool and fine, and you shouldn't make fun of anyone for getting confused and being stupid. Okay, so hey, new enemy. We literally haven't seen whiz robes until this point of the game, and whiz robes, they warp around. They try to hit you with magic. Interestingly enough, we see both red whiz robes that shoot fire, and then blue ones, which, hey, shoot ice. And interestingly enough, the blue one that shoots ice, you can still kill with the ice rod. You don't have to like whip out the fire rod or use something different. And they show you the first whiz robe to be like, oh, here's a whiz robe. It's gonna blast you and warp around. Ooh. And then they show like, oh, hey, here's whiz robes that are out of your reach. Like, maybe how you gonna get them, champ? And it's like, oh, okay, video game. I've been using the ice rod, and this is a really cool room. I like coming into this one, and you have like the tiers of like the small chest, big chest, and it's just fun to have like kind of a different style dungeon than like what we've been seeing. And also, just like the other room, or the first floor, killing enemies on the second floor, you'll never believe it, still going to be one of our things that we need to do to make junk appear, so we can do shit. It's how the level's set up. Also, this one's fun because it's hiding from us. It's like, haha, can you get in here? We can probably just get in there, but also I have bombs. I like that if you hit an enemy with a bomb, it immediately explodes. That's nice. Not all games work that way. I think this counts as our mini boss for the level. Yeah. So this is another new enemy. We've seen guys like these before. The Gimos, which are unfortunately not Gizmo. Oh, actually, I'll just go ahead and use the purple potion while we're here. They're unfortunately not Gizmos. They're Gimos, and these are fire Gimos. So they're a little bit different. like, obviously, there we're on fire. Wow, was that room just to get your warp back? I guess it was. I mean, you know, should obviously still do it, but there was no reward other than that. The fire Gemos you can't hit with your sword normally. You would have to hit them with, you know, like your ice rod to cool them off first, and then you can hit them, I believe is the way their gimmick works. Oh, the Gemos die if you hit them with the ice rod. That shouldn't be too surprising to me since it's a fire dungeon, so like, you know, oh yeah, obviously, sure, you know, of course it's going to work that way. But I don't know why, that surprised me. Now what do we need to do? Is there a way up? Oh, no, okay. I was like, is there like a platform or some shit that we can take? Oh, also, new enemy? We've actually technically seen this, but I didn't throw out its name from before. That is a Guru bar. Which, you know, it's just a fire bar from like Mario, but it's different here. Thank you. This is a Guru bar. Guru in that it's goes round and round. Because I believe Guru is like spinning essentially. That's what it's called. It's as easy as that. It's not a fire rod. Don't get it twisted. It's different. Thank you. And also, we made big chests appear by killing all those robes. I almost said whiz rods. I mean, I guess whiz robes do use rods for like magic and stuff. And I hate that I keep bringing it up, but I mean, obviously, you know, new one came out this year, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. They use their rods and love them in that one. But what I was going to mention is I also enjoy dungeon setups like this, where like the first floor was essentially entirely like preparing for like the rest of the dungeon. Like we stocked up with keys, and it's like, well, now we're going to the bottom floor, so now we can do more stuff. And also we get both big chests back to back. And this one, pretty importantly iconic, you could say. You got the Hylian shield. This can protect you against magical attacks. So yeah, now whenever we use our shield, before, if you know we were fighting whiz robes, you know, and we had the normal shield, we tried to block, it wouldn't help. We would get hit by the firebolt, and it would still be bad for us. Actually, how do I get over there now? We were probably going to come at that from a different angle, I would guess, or maybe when this was lowered. In fact, I can just, whoops, again, can just lower it again. We can walk over and create another one of these balance beam, not balance beam, bridge. I was looking for the word bridge, and it said balance beam. I don't know. It's very, much like Turtle Rock, it's very warm here today. So, you know, maybe just a wee spot of the rain melting, but it's fine. The thing with this like dungeon being open, and you know, some of the things not being, I don't think like we're gonna need like every single like pathway. Like obviously we could have left those whiz robes alone and not gotten the Hylian shield. Like, I mean, it's simple to do. So you would like to do it. You probably want to do it. Also, you can freeze the Guru bar. I don't know why I just stood there to be like, oh look, it froze. Like you could probably see. Also, okay, that lava flow was just going so slow, and I was at the wrong angle, so I was like, is that lava flow not moving? It was. I was just standing in the wrong spot, using the wrong part of brain, which, you know, it happens. Another, I mean, quote-unquote new enemy. This is a classic Zelda. Wait, oh, there's a button in here. I was like, what the hell's the point of coming in here? Classic Zelda enemy, Medusas. They're just little faces that spit fire at you. This game's neat where you can freeze them. You can't kill them. Actually, let's go ahead and test that. Let's freeze you. Yeah, they're still invulnerable, but you can stun them and you can run away. It's fine. They're not like big deals. It's just like, haha, here's a little guy gonna spit fire at you, and you go, oh no, little guy, I gotta run away. And, you know, the game's like rubbing its hands together, like, yeah, we got him with the little guy. Also, blade traps. I don't believe I've shown this off, and I don't know if I can time this, but you can freeze blade traps too. You know, ice rod, pretty useful actually. It would turn out strange, isn't it? You know, it's the ice rod. You know, like if you like look at your Link to the Past, it's been a while, but I don't feel like the ice rod's too terribly useful in that game. Obviously, by the end of the game, you need it to complete the game. Like, it's required. You do need it, and I'm gonna run back. I just barely. I could have used my Pegasus boots. This part right here always confuses me a little because I do believe we still want to. Yeah, we still want to kill whiz robes, but you're stuck in a situation where it's like, we're on a time platform. The whiz robes can disappear. So, you know, we want to kill them, We only have a limited amount of time. We have to time this thing so I can come over here and get over. So we have a safe spot. And we can get back to killing wizards. And, you know, it's useful. I wanted to block some of their magic with my shield, but unfortunately for me, I did not manage to pull that off. And wait, is this a shortcut for... Oh yeah, this is a bit of a shortcut for us now, because before, had we not had this... oh, actually, no, I'm stupid. I was about to say, had we not had this platform here, you know, we would have to go all the way around the thing. Actually, can we still... No, we can't. I'm still going to have to go all the way around, because I can't create ice to drop down through that grating. So ultimately, you do have to go back around, since that is, unfortunately... Wait, was that a... I don't think that was, but for some reason the graphics here... Oh, you know what it was? It was... maybe I saw a bit of that button. I saw that button and thought I saw a button, which I know is that's a hell of a sentence, but, you know, I thought I saw a button and was like, wait, what? What do I do? Also, this always confuses me a little, because I hit a point where I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Where do I go on? Not noticing that there's a door down here for us to... is that up? It does seem like it was up. Please just... Yeah, okay. So I end up, like, overlooking this door, because you can't really see much of it. Because, you know, the big boss door's above it. So it hits a point where I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do in this dungeon now? Where it's like, oh, actually, you're kind of done with the dungeon. You can come over here, and, you know, we begin making our way, we would assume, to the boss, since we have the boss key. But they gave us one last challenge with... Oh, I did not hit... oh, wow, they deal a lot of damage. I'm trying to block, but I was doing a bad job at it. Also, that little platform is a little funny, because they have these little spinny guys, and, you know, they're supposed to, like, twist and go up, like, you know, like they're twisting, and it's like a platform that's going up and down. But it hits a point where they stop spinning it here, and they just start scaling it down, so it looks like it's disappearing into the distance, which I think is fun. And also, I'm just trying to see if I can, you know, maybe ask for a couple more goodies for, you know, spoilers, we used a boss key. You know, maybe having a little bit of health going into a boss would be nice. I mean, we have 3 fairies still, so it's not like we're hurting. I could, you know, leave and come back, go get more fairies, but I think it'll be fine. We'll go in with full health, and we'll see what we can make happen. So you'll never believe this, but the boss of Turtle Rock, well, it's a rock. It's like a little volcano. See? Just a living volcano here in the Turtle Rock. So this is... well, I'll tell you the boss's name in a bit. This boss is interesting. You know, obviously, hey, it's Ice Rod time. We want to get it to try and, like, come at us where it's going under these, like, open grates. Because, like, obviously we can't get it with our ice until it puts itself in a position like that. You only probably saw it for a second. But it has a move where it starts to, like, erupt. And then it comes after you. I kind of lucked out and I hit it with my ice rod to allow us to, you know... Oops. Allow us to... oh, it stops. Okay, thank God. I hit it with his ice rod, which made it stop, but you can also use ice rod on the lava pillars to make, like, little safe spots for you, but unfortunately, once it starts chasing you, it's a little difficult. So I was joshing with you. It's not just a rock. It's a turtle. There's a turtle rock living in Turtle Rock. Let me remember which one's my shield. That is a chomping noise if I've ever heard it. So this is Grynex, and A Link to the Past, the boss of Turtle Rock was Trinex, which was kind of the same idea, except it had 3 heads, and one had fire, one had ice. You had to use the fire and ice rods to kill it. And then, like, the third one, like, popped out and was, like, a weird snake thing inside of it. Like, it would lose its shell. This one, it's just 1 head. Trinex, obviously, you know, it's called Trinex because there's 3 of them. Oh, also, we couldn't really get too close to see that attack, but it has this cool thing where it, like, charges up, like, an explosion. This is a Pokemon Turtonator that kind of does the same idea, and I'm guessing it's probably based on the same concept of volcanic turtle. Like, that's what the concept is, so whatever that's based on, I'm guessing it's a similar thing. But yes, Grynex, I have no clue why it's called Grynex. I tried looking into it, because, like, Nex, you know, comes from neck, obviously. But I could not figure out, like, what the hell is Grine? What does that mean? I don't even know. So that I found very confusing, and I tried looking into it and couldn't figure it out. Grynex can be a bit of a toughie if you don't remember that you can block, because like you saw me, like, just using my shield to just block those bites and going for hits when I could. But also, hey, it's Impa. Also, like, you know, it does, like, the Beyblading around and stuff. So the shield, you'll never believe it, but the shield that you get in this dungeon, it's very useful, very important. I have one last factoid about Turtle Rock, actually, I meant to say earlier. But Turtle Rock is interesting. Well, I'll tell you actually when we get outside. It'll be easier to talk about it that way. And we got our thing, so let's help out Impa. Ah, yes, Lonk the Third, here you are. I shouldn't have doubted the princess for a moment. You are the hero of our time. And what a splendid hero you make. You've endured so much to get this far. Yet, as Hyrule is facing the same threat as in Legend of Old, you have so much more to endure. You must find the remaining sages. Hey, lady, learn to count. Once they're being united, not reunited. Damn, I'm messing this one up. Sorry, Impa. This is because I made fun of you. This is my fault. I apologize. Once we have been united, then we will help you do what the hero of legend did so long ago. So please, rescue the rest of us, Lonk the Third. What else do you have to say? You must ensure that this crisis ends as it did in Legend of Old. Please, we're counting on you, Lonk the Third. Wow, Impa loves to say Legend of Old, and I know he's not going to say anything different, but hey, your mom wanted me to tell you about your favorite dessert's going to be there when you get home. But yeah, they just always say the same thing after your first time. I love that they have like a little, like, yeah, go get him, dude. Oh, lovely Zelda, can you sense it? Our brave hero almost has the Triforce of Courage. Lorule will be saved, thanks to him. And one princess to another, I can't tell you how grateful I am. Zelda's just sitting there on the wall like, you're welcome. Here are those rupees I was telling you about that, like, oh, I think I did say, like, oh, it'll be like 5 rupees or some bullshit. I was hoping that there'd be a blue on the back at the very least. Always find those a little disappointing. So this is an interesting thing. If you've played A Link to the Past, in that game, where's my mouse? I have lost it. The dungeon here was not Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock instead existed up here, and they swapped their locations, which is interesting. Interesting idea. I don't entirely know why they went for it. I do like the idea. It might be literally to be like, hey, what if we stuck Turtle Rock out in the water so you can help a bunch of turtles get you into Turtle Rock, which, you know, that's fun. Maybe that's the entire explanation. But, you know, Turtle Rock was originally the, like, quote-unquote final, like, it's not the final dungeon, but it would have been the one where you get your last Crystal Maiden thing. You're saving the descendants of, like, the sages or whatever, and they're, like, sealed in crystals in that game. That last one, you can play around with Link to the Past, so that's not the important part. The, you know, intended last crystal level is Turtle Rock, which, you know, up here. So, in my interpretation of this, I like to do this one before the other one, but I mean, it's up to you. You know, it's literally the only one you have to do in any order is you have to do Thieves Town before Desert Palace. Aside from that, you can go ham. There was a part when I was planning this LP that I wasn't exactly sure about, because I was thinking, like, oh shoot, there's that turtle you have to pick up to, you know, get into Turtle Rock. I was like, can you do that with the Power Glove, or do you need the Titan's Mitt? And you only need the Power Glove. So you can come and do this before the Desert Palace. If you were so inclined, I probably wouldn't, but, you know, it's up to you. You do whatever. So that is the episode. We almost have all the stages. So for our next episode, you'll never believe it, but as you can see, we've been to, oh, hi, Mama Turtle. We've been to basically everywhere except for Death Mountain. So we will be making the trek up to Death Mountain to our final sage-bearing level dungeon, and we'll do that one. Not next time. We're going to make our way to the thing, and then we'll do the thing after we make it. Yeah.